Roman Reigns to reform the Shield with two new stars. John Cena's greatest nightmare. 5. Things the Tribal Chief could do upon WWE return. Hello, guys. Welcome to my channel. I am Elena. Have a nice day. For the latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Roman Reigns has been out since Raw after WrestleMania when Braun Breaker assaulted him with a spear and joined forces with Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman. Fast forward to today, the OTC is expected to return to WWE in the coming weeks, either to compete at SummerSlam or start his new feud for Clash in Paris on August 31st. There are a lot of storylines he could get involved in, so let's take a look at what the former world champion could do upon his return. 5. Go after Oba Femi for the NXT. Championship Oba Femi is having a dominant run as the NXT champion and is set to defend his title against Yoshiki Inamura at the Great American Bash next weekend. His biggest challenge could be ahead, though, as Roman Reigns could show up out of nowhere and go after Femi, setting the stage for a blockbuster showdown as the OTC has never become the NXT champion in his illustrious career. 4. Reunite the Bloodline. This hasn't happened since Survivor Series War Games in late November, but we could see a reunion of the Bloodline happen again. Reigns could show up on SmackDown and try to reunite the Bloodline and help Jacob Fatu get back on track and fight Solo Sikoa and Compathurus. Sikoa has reformed his faction with JC Mateo, Tala Tonga, and Tonga Loa, going after Jacob Fatu, who dropped his United States Championship to his former teammate at Night of Champions. However, Reigns could also go after Seth Rollins, Bronson Reed, and Braun Breaker. Roman Reigns could join forces with Jey Uso and Sami Zayn and even bring Jimmy Uso from SmackDown to deal with his rivals and exact revenge on Rollins and Heyman, following the latter's betrayal at WrestleMania 41. The two superstars don't see eye to eye with Reigns, but they have a common enemy in the Visionary, as CM Punk and LA Knight have unfinished business with Mr. Money in the Bank. The OTC could now reform the iconic Shield and join forces with the best in the world and the megastar to even the odds against Rollins and Cumber and face them at SummerSlam. It is safe to say that Roman Reigns will be back to get revenge on Paul Heyman, who betrayed him at WrestleMania 41 and joined forces with Seth Rollins. Reigns may need help to deal with the numbers game, or he could just show up and challenge the Visionary to a match at SummerSlam in early August. As a result, we may see some interesting alliances leading up to the two-night premium live event. Roman Reigns could go after John Cena for the undisputed WWE Championship. As the Cenation Leaders Farewell Tour continues, Roman Reigns has yet to become part of it, but the time may have come for this to happen. Reigns could show up at SummerSlam once Cena's match with Cody Rhodes is over and emerge as the next opponent for the 17-time world champion, regardless of whether Cena retains the undisputed WWE Championship. If this is the plan that WWE Creative goes with, a match between the two megastars should take place at Clash in Paris on August 31. Roman Reigns to return with new enforcer Wiseman. New faction to debut. 3 predictions for WWE Saturday Night's Main Event 2025. Saturday Night's Main Event 2025 will emanate live from the State Farm Arena in Atlanta, Georgia on July 12, 2025. The company has announced 3 matches for the show so far and could add a couple more in the new week. Apart from the announced matches, the NBC special could have some big things in store for fans, which could set the tone for SummerSlam 2025. In this article, we will cover 3 predictions for WWE Saturday Night's Main Event 2025. Randy Orton will lock horns with Drew McIntyre in a singles contest at WWE Saturday Night's Main Event 2025. This match came to fruition after a returning McIntyre got involved in a heated exchange with the Viper. On this week's SmackDown. While Orton won't be easy to put away, fans should expect the Scottish star to prevail over his rival on Saturday night. If so, this could turn into something more, as Orton may turn heel after his loss. Orton failed to win the King of the Ring crown. The Apex Predator was defeated by Cody Rhodes in the final of the tournament at Night of Champions. Another loss at WWE Saturday Night's Main Event 2025 may not sit well with Orton, and the veteran could turn heel following the bout. Tala Tonga and Tonga Loa made their presence felt after the match to take out the Samoan Werewolf and Big Jim. Given how things unfolded, Fatu and USO could challenge Tala and Tonga Loa to a tag match At Saturday night's main event, LA, Knight will collide with Seth Rollins in a singles encounter at WWE Saturday night's main event 2025. However, potential interference from Rollins' new faction during the match seems highly likely. If that is indeed the case, Roman Reigns could return to help Knight even the odds against his rivals. However, the OTC, who has been absent since Raw after WrestleMania 41, may not return alone. Roman Reigns could return with a new faction, featuring Rikishi and late legend Umaga's son, Zilla Fatu. While Rikishi could be the tribal chief's new wise man, Zilla could be Roman's muscle. The trio could take out Rollins and his faction, helping Knight emerge victorious. Roman Reigns believes talent need to quit teaching about things that aren't in their contracts. Reaching a certain level in pro wrestling often comes with perks if they're written into your contract. Reflecting on his early days in the Bullet Club while appearing on the Stories with Briscoe and Bradshaw podcast, Carl Anderson noted that the group wasn't making much money from merchandise at first because their contracts didn't include a cut. He said, "I've heard people complain about contracts, merch, flights, money, you name it. But as I've gotten older, I've learned that if you want something, you've got to get it in writing. Otherwise, stop complaining." I remember once we were on a flight with Roman Reigns, and someone was griping about a flight situation. At baggage claim, Roman just said, "Either get it in your contract or quit **ing. Damn. Good point, Roman. Devon Dudley says taking John Cena's attitude adjustment was smooth as butter. In a recent YouTube video, Devon ranked several iconic wrestling finishers based on how much pain he felt taking them. One of the least painful, he noted, was John Cena's signature move, the attitude adjustment, Cena's variation of the Death Valley driver. Even with Cena currently on his farewell tour, Devon emphasized that his praise is genuine. He said, "I've been in the ring with John Cena many times, and I'll tell you that attitude adjustment was as smooth can be. I'm not just saying that because of what John's doing now. I've always said it, that move was smooth as pie." Note: if you have any news tips or podcast recaps that you'd like to send in for us to post, full credit will be given to you. Please email me at rcclarkpws@yahoo.com. EX-ECW champion claiming he's back with WWE. Report: WWE has seen plenty of returns over the years, and now one former title holder is back. Or so he claims. According to Fightful Select, Chavo Guerrero has been telling people that he is back with the company in an official capacity. Guerrero, a former tag team, cruiserweight, and ECW champion, was recently spotted at the WWE Worlds Collide event. Over the past year, Guerrero has remained active on the wrestling circuit, appearing for AAA, TNA, GCW, and various independent promotions. Guerrero's alleged return to WWE comes at a pivotal time as the company continues to expand its influence in AAA. This return also comes following reports that his aunt Vicky Guerrero is expected to return, with some claiming the upcoming